A very good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you all for joining Debractor4.0-Phase-2, the live debate. And I make this an opportunity to welcome you all for Debractor Phase 2. And we are here to witness another wonderful another wonderful session of Debractor where minds collide with the idea about artificial intelligence and the human creativity. So, so without further ado, let me welcome all the participants, all the debaters, and our dear moderator, and all the organizing committee members as well. So first, we have a really great personality as the moderator of the session today. So, without taking much time, as all of us are very anticipating for the debate, I'd like to invite the president of the Rotary Club of Kathmandu, Ajay Yadev, to introduce the moderator of the day. Over to you, Ajay.
Thank you so much, Madhusika, and good evening, everyone. Welcome to Debractor 4.2. It's my pleasure to welcome our moderator of the day, and to someone who have been following Debractor since Debractor 1.0. I think he does not need any further introduction because he is the same star moderator who has been the charm of Debractor. Well, talking about our uh, moderator. He is from RID 3201 and his home club is RAC CBE Millennium. He is automobile engineer by education and data analyst by passion. And by the way, our moderator was also awarded with Best Outgoing Student of Karpagam College of Engineering, Coimbatore. He is someone who has been in Rotract since Rotary year 2016-17. Currently, our moderator is also working as District Secretary Administration for RID 3201. He's a leading, and by the way, interesting fact which I got to know very recently, our moderator and his team member is working in a field of AI very recently, and he's leading the team. And personally speaking, he is someone who has been one of the very instrumental figure in shaping Debractor from very beginning. And it's my great pleasure to welcome you, the star exceptional moderator for the day, road tractor Avijit Venkatakraman Balaji in our today's meeting. Please let's have a virtual round of applause to welcome our amazing road tractor Avijit. Over to you, Avijit.
So thank you, Ajay, for the warm welcome. It always looks to be the first time that I'm coming here. So Debractor has always been close to my heart. So I guess we started 4 years back, and on that time we didn't know it would be continuing for 4 years on a continuous flow. So it's really looking to be good. So when Ajay came up again and he being the president this year, and I was like, wow, what not? Why not? We'll go again one more time. And the collaboration between alumni of University of Moratuwa and the Rotary Club of Kathmandu is very interesting because they not just do one project in a year. They keep in touch for multiple years, and they also have a food tractor or something. So that was really curious to know they were cooking food and everything. So nice to see two clubs from various, different countries come together to a platform to promote retraction in a way which is very unique and special. Okay, so coming off today's agenda, so I have a small brief to the participants. First, and I request all the participants to turn on your cameras so that you know whom you are fighting against and you can be furious about who you are fighting against. So I want to see the expressions on your face. And second thing, you can be yourself. So the agenda or the main motto of this event is not just about interact, it's about knowing each other and connecting across borders. So that's where we are getting forward with. So I'll give you a couple of seconds time. You can dress yourself up, comb your hair and everything. We'll join in 15 seconds. Okay, so 15 seconds starts now. Okay, cool. So we are back again. So I'll state the rules how we are going to play. So we have two teams here. So one team will be supporting on the topic, and another team will be rebuttaling on it. So in the flow, we'll be giving 90 seconds for each participant. Okay, so in the first round, we'll be giving 90 seconds for each participant. At end of the first minute, I'll be showing off this pen. So that you know that 1 minute is done, you have 30 more seconds to wrap up your points and get it done. Okay, so that's going to be the first round. First going round is going to be straightforward. You will be given 90 seconds to explain your points and why do you think your team should win. So that's going to be the first round. And second round, you will be given an opportunity. Each team will be given a couple of opportunities. You can note down the points from the opponent team and then you can question them back. So that's going to be round two. And round three, one person from each team will be concluding your points to the table. Okay, so these are going to be the three rounds, and then being the moderator, I'll be closing the day. Okay, so this is the flow. Can I get a couple of thumbs up? If you have any questions, you are free to ask. Okay, I got a couple of thumbs up. Thank you, Diva, Sweta, Praveen. Okay, they are bursting thumbs ups here. So this looks to be new. Okay, right. So before we go forward, so there is an interesting story that I should share. Okay, when I was in college, I was a middle bench student, and there was one student named Ajay. Usually in college, a student like this will be like every guy will be jealous about. He's like he doesn't play football. No, he don't. Does he look good? It is subjective. Does he have an expensive bike or car? No. Or does he ask a girl, maybe like, text me back when you reach home? No, he doesn't do that as well. But what is the special ability that he has in his arsenal is that he drew or draws portrait of everyone. So that's a special talent that he has. See, you if you are a guy, it could be a normal deal. If you are a girl, if you are giving a girl an greeting or something, you'll be like, okay. But if you draw some crazy thing or write something and give it to a girl, oh my god, it is very precious to me. So I'm not stereotyping, but that's the true thing. Okay, so a few days back, I after college getting completed, I met this Ajay guy again, and what this Ajay guy told is that many people are stealing his credit. Nowadays, when we were in college, like 4 years back, only a person could draw it. Now you can put it in an app. One AI will be giving you 287 different portraits of people, and you can just download it. And even some portraits will be having a dog tongue out, cat on head. It will be showing you 5 years younger. Everything is there in the current generation. And today's topic is going to be that, and we are going to bring justice for Ajay, not this Ajay Yadav to that Ajay Yadav. So again, I'll emphasize on what this topic is going to be about. This AI nowadays is used for everything. Want to connect with people? It can be done. Want to get content? Yes. Want to code or something? You can put your statement and you will get a code. Want to name your kid? AI can suggest 100 different names to name your kid. If you want to get a girlfriend, then you have to do your work. AI can't support you in that. But that brings to a question that we are going to discuss today. Is AI going to bring down human creativity? Or will human even lose human creativity? So that's going to be the topic of discussion is about. And to sort this out, we have two clubs, Rotaract Club of Alumni of University of Moratuwa and Rotaract Club of Kathmandu joined us. They have been jumbled into two teams. The first team will be saying that no, why humans will always stay creative, AI is going to be just an addition. And the second team is going to say that no, this AI is going to be strictly a threat to human creativity. That's going to be the day. And you may ask, who are you in the middle talking for more than 2 to 3 minutes now? I'm going to be the matchbox. I'm going to just light up a match and put it into the showdown. And this is Rotractor, past president Abhijit, district secretary of RA District 3201. And you are tuned into Debractor 4.0. I'm very sure this is going to be a very fun ride going ahead. So believe me, guys. So we'll go straight into the round one. So round one is going to be a 90-second round, so that everyone will be giving an opportunity to speak for 90 seconds, and we'll be going from team A to team B, team A to team B. The first person to come into and speak is going to be a person who has quite knowledge about this topic, because he's a computer science engineer and he's also working in WSO2. Sounds like a chemical formula, but he has many chemical formulas because he is the person who's having a very stylish name of the day. He is Zach Ahmed from Rotaract Club of Alumni Moratua. So, hi, Zach.
Hello. Good
Hi,
evening, guys.
Zaki. Yes.
Yeah.
So, Zaki, your name is very trendy. How do your office mates call you? Is it Zach or Z sometimes?
Uh, no, I don't think you have to shorten more than that. I already have a four-letter name.
Okay, cool. So, are you doing work from home now, or how is it?
No, I'm still studying.
You're still studying. But what about this working in WSO2?
Um, I think that may be a mistake. I'm still studying computer science and engineering.
Okay. So see, A always does a mistake. So to point that and to support a team stating that humans will always stay on top of the game is Zach. So Zach, you have your 90 seconds now. So you can go ahead. I will be showing a pin at the end of your first minute.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, esteemed judges and respected opponents, thank you for this opportunity to address the motion that AI is a threat to human creativity. Artificial intelligence has undoubtedly revolutionized various aspects of our lives, from healthcare to transportation and even our daily interactions. However, it's crucial to recognize the potential risks it poses to the delicate fabric of human creativity. Creativity, a distinctively human trait, is rooted in our ability to think abstractly, draw on emotions, and make connections between seemingly unrelated concepts. It is the driving force behind our great achievements, from masterpieces of Van Gogh and the scientific breakthroughs of Einstein. AI, with its computational prowess, may excel in certain tasks, but it lacks the depth of human experience and the intuitive leaps that define true creativity. One concern is the potential homogenization of creative output. AI analyzing vast datasets may dilute the diversity and uniqueness of human creativity, guiding creators toward predetermined norms. The risk stifling individualistic and rebellious artistic expressions. Moreover, reliance on AI tools might lead to a dependency that hampers the development of essential human creative skills. If individuals increasingly lean on AI generated suggestions or templates, there's a danger that our ability to think critically, explore unconventional ideas, and confront challenges with originality may diminish over time. As we embrace AI, we must ensure it doesn't overshadow human creativity. Now, I pass the discussion to the next speaker. Thank you.
Okay, so thank you, Zaki. It was on point, and your points are like depending on AI would bring a shadow to human creativity as well. So thanks for that. So your points are well received, and you are mentioned about certain creators like Vano and people. Yeah, it's very true. So we can't create a work like that. So we are still inspired from the work. We need someone to inspire. So that was inspire us. So that was Zaki's point to rebut that and to state no, A is not going to be that. It's more than that. It's going to be a person who likes football. You might like cricket, but there are a set of people who wake up till 2 in the morning and catch up on TV. Even if your team loses, they will be supporting the same team for 10 years if you're a Man United fan. And we have that very special person. And I asked a description about this person, and I can't sum up what the output that they were trying to say. When I am in a mood to talk, I weave emotions into verses. I'm not sure if she is from Spider Verse or something. Let's ask her that. So it is going to be Retractor Kusum Bansal joining us to from Rotaract Club of Kathmandu. Hi Kusum.
Thank you, Retractor Abhijit. Actually, it's Kusum Bhusal.
Okay, Kusum. Done.
Okay.
Taken. Yeah, Kusum. So which team do you like? Is it Man United? Please say Man United.
Yes, of course, it's Manchester United.
Why are we guys still fan of Man United? I'm not sure.
Are you from the same team? I guess.
Then fine, so we'll get to it. So we'll be discussing a lot more about Manchester United in the session itself. Why wait till end of the session? We'll discuss in middle. So before that, we have artificial intelligence. You are saying no, it's not going to be a threat. Maybe Man United needs some. Over to you to state your points, and your 90 seconds starts now.
So, hello everyone. So, before starting to the topic, like I would like to question to the audience, like, what is creativity for them? How does it emerge? Isn't it a result of the cognitive progress influenced by a blend of diverse experience, intuitive thoughts, and the profound understanding of the delusion of the real world that makes sense? For me, creativity is logical imagination. However, while talking about the AI, AI is totally based on the predefined algorithm and the input which is given by the human, like which is given by the human to them. Maybe that's the reason it's working always based on the information that is coded on it. Adding on it, AI lacks ethical moral values, which is mostly prioritized by the human being in today's world. To support this statement, I would like to request everyone to visualize the painting of the Mona Lisa. So, where we can see that in today's world, AI is successful to to paint the Mona Lisa's painting like its physical appearance, but however, it still lacks to capture the enigmatic, charismatic smiles, the feelings or the emotion, or the historical context that influenced Leonardo da Vinci to create that masterpiece. For me, I guess AI's imagination is limited within a small box, but human imagination is far beyond everything. It is infinite. So that's the reason it feels groundbreaking ideas like repainting the Stone Age society into the industrial, like fully developed society where we are deciding today. So with this point, I would like to pass my view to my next speaker. Thank you.
Thank you, Kusum. So one point that I could completely agree on is that the experience that you would get, which transfers into the creativity. So it was really good. So with that, from Kusum, we'll be moving to the other side of the table. We're going to say that no, whatever you say, I say what it's going to be a threat to human creativity, and the person who is going to come is very special because if this is going to turn into a ball, he has a black belt in karate. He could save everyone from this team, and it is Retractor Kevin D. Alice. Hi, Kevin.
Hi, Avi.
Hi. So, Kevin, have you been into any fights or something? Because if you have a black belt, definitely at one point you would feel like, okay, I have all the power that I needed. Let's smack someone out.
So actually, the point of having a black belt is like, having this perseverance. Yeah, you need to have that character. I'm not going to any fights because like having black belt is having self-discipline. So like that's what I'm prioritizing without going to any brutal fights.
It's like I have a pen, but I won't write. But I get your point. Really nice. So we'll get into the topic. So you have 90 seconds of yours starting right now.
Thank you, Abhi. So, ladies and gentlemen, esteemed colleagues and concerned citizens, today we stand at the crossroad of technological innovation and the prevention of human creativity. The integration of artificial intelligence into our lives, particularly in knowledge creation, raise profound concerns that demand our immediate attention. The first argument is AI's negative impact on generation of new knowledge. Renowned experts, including Scott Gresham Murillo and Mac Williams, cautions against the over reliance on AI patterns recognition powers. The problem is that AI tends to focus more on finding connections between these things without really understanding why they happen. This might push aside our natural instincts and creative thinking, the core elements of genuine knowledge creation. The second argument is about AI's negative impact on creative problem solving. AI decides its efficiency, unintentionally it makes human creativity less bright. Rapid solution may lead to a decline in the profound thinking required for creative problem solving. Divergent thinking, crucial for innovation, take a hit as AI tend to favor single optimal solution, potentially surpassing the explosion of alternative approaches. Evidence from Joyner and Gray studies in computing and human behavior support this correlating exposure to AI-generated solution with a decline in individuals generating their own creative ideas for problem solving. The third and final argument is about the potential negative impact on AI on school children's creativity. Gray and Joyner again suggests that AI may pose a threat to our children's creativity. Students, instead of fostering creative thinking, turn to AI for answers, potentially shifting the emergence of new ideas. Study by Guy and Brennan in 2021 states the exposure to AI-generated content, whether in writing or art, correlates with a decline in children's creating their own unique expression. David, in this compelling artificial intelligence pose a potential threat to creativity at both ends of spectrum, from the realm of scientific knowledge creation to imaginary minds. Thank you.
Thank you, Kevin. So one thing what Kevin told is very true because nowadays when students are given a homework, they straight go to an ChatGPT or some model, they put their homework and get their answers out of it. So that's where in the school the creativity of a people is getting built and it is getting stopped right from that point. So that was Kevin's point down there. So thank you, Kevin, for your points and making it crisp and short. With that, we'll move to the next end. In the next end, I have a person. Uh, See, everyone in this team are pretty creative. At the same time, they have a uniqueness to them. There is an instrument called as melodica. It's a mixture of trumpet and piano. This person has mastered it, so we'll hear from him. It is going to be Rotractor Prabin from Rotaract Club of Kathmandu. So, hi, Prabin.
Hello, Abhijit. Thank you for having me.
Yeah. So, Prabin, I easily recognize that if you're a musical player or something, you should have this headphones or something. Correct?
Yeah, I do have. No, actually, it was back in my school days. I was involved in a
Mm-hmm.
school's orchestra band, and
Mm-hmm.
in that orchestra band, I was the melodica player.
Okay, so it's like a trumpet from which it will be going to a piano, something you will have in your
Yeah,
hand, and then you
yeah.
will. Okay. So, are you a singer as well?
No, no, not. My voice is not so smooth
See,
to be a singer.
see, most of the times singers are like, yeah, I can play instrument, I will sing with it. So that's the point, right?
Yeah, but
Because they give
my
a
voice.
pipe to your mouth, you are hesitant to do it.
Yeah, but my voice doesn't support me to be a singer.
Nowadays you can rap, bro. Come, we'll do an jam sometime. So with this, we'll move into the topic. I'm getting it diverted some space out. So coming back to you, so Prabin is going to be saying that no, it's not going to be a threat. A is going to be a support to human. So Prabin, your 90 seconds starts now.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I find it very insane that we compare any machine's ability to humans. We humans are always busy making competitions between technology and human. I think that's a stupid idea to me. Even with AI, we still need a person who gives instructions, on what to create, how to create, or simply the first-hand design is still done by humans. So, imagination solely resides on humans' side. AI responds to human input, so it lacks the inherent ability to be truly creative on its own. Why? Because AI operates based on predefined algorithms and input cues provided by humans. Its output is always a result of the information it receives, which is not a sign of creativity to me. Creativity is a product of cognitive ability when catalyzed by experiences, intuitions, and understanding of the real world. You just can't design, you just can't design human motivations and need if you don't even know what they are, and that's a huge limiting factor for AI. To me, AI is not a competitor to humans' creativity, but rather an enhancer. Human brains have the ability to visualize any new concept, whereas AI has no such power, but it does have the power to bring that visualization into reality with better precision and more efficiently. Okay, now think of AI as a genie. It's true that genie has the ability to grant any wishes, but only when summoned. Its ability resides on the command of human. Until and unless you order something, it is of no use. Same applies to AI. It won't do anything unless you insert the algorithm into it, or simply you give the access to millions of human ideas on the internet. Thank you.
So great points, Robin. I really like the genie touch, stating that humans are needed to give the right inputs. So we should give the procedure of what to be done. If you are cooking a momo, you should tell it how much salt to add, or else it's going to be raw and we can't have it. So thank you, Pravin, for the wonderful points. So with this, we'll move to the next part. And this person, when I read the description of this person, I was like, what is this person crazy or is she a normal person? Because she used to eat ice cream in winter, and she used to travel alone. And I have a couple of more questions to ask her. It is Pragya Komal from Rotaract Club of Kathmandu. Hi, Pragya.
Um, Hello, Abhijit. Good evening to you, and thank you for having me over here.
Yeah.
You
So
can ask the
Pragya,
question.
don't your parents scold me or something? My parents will smack the hell out of me if I'm doing the same.
Uh, I didn't get you properly, Abhijit. Like I think I'm not I'm not getting you properly. Can you repeat the question, please?
Yeah. So you used to eat ice creams when you're in winter.
Yeah, I just love it to have it
Uh-huh.
in winter, especially because I really love the voice of mine when you get cold. So I really find it attractive to myself. So, and I don't know, it's very pleasing to have cold drinks or ice cream in the winter season. I don't know, it's just I just like it.
Cool, accepted, and it's really nice. So we really want to hear your voice when you're sick, apparently. So
Yeah, I just
record
recovered.
your
I just recovered, by the way. I just recovered, but
Aha.
I'm in the process to get the cold back, that to have the voice back.
Is it possible in the next 1 hour? Is there any shortcut or cheat code to get it in the next 1 hour to get
No,
your voice like that?
no. Unfortunately, there is not. But I'm trying to. I'm having a lot of cold drinks, but it's not that
Mhm.
much effective till now.
Lord, please do some miracle to get this happen. So over to you, Pragya, for your points, and your 90 seconds starts now.
Hello, good evening, everyone. So, where we are talking about the AI, and we also need to talk about the value of human creativity, which is a valuable asset that cannot be replicated by AI. It is a unique ability possessed by humans that allows them to generate new ideas and solve complex problems. Human creativity is the driving force behind innovation and progress in many industries. One of the key benefits of human creativity is that it allows us to think outside the box. Unlike AI that works with a predefined set of rules, human creativity is limitless. It is not bounded by algorithms or restrictions set by software. This allows us to explore all possibilities, even those that may not have been considered before. Moreover, creativity is not just about generating new ideas, it's also about finding new ways to express ourselves. It is a fundamental aspect of human identify, culture, and society. It is the driving force behind art, music, literature, and other forms of self expressions. As we move forward, a future that is increasingly reliant on AI and automation, human creativity will become even more valuable. It's what sets us apart from machines and allows us to innovate and progress towards a better future. And I'd like to forward the speech to next speaker. Thank you.
Thank you, Pragya. You were like, okay, whatever the point said by the previous team is correct, super, but you said, no, come here, I'll tell on different points. So thank you, Pragya.
Thank you.
So the competitor from the other end is going to be one another person, and this person really likes candy. Yes, so she's going to be the candy girl of the day, and she's going to be Retractor Nirodha from Rotaract Club of Alumni of Moratua. So, hi,
Hi.
hello, bro. Why this fascination over candies? Do you like eating silk like it is depicted in the ads? Usually, we don't eat like that.
That is because I am also guy.
Ah, see, that could be a pickup line, not to me. Okay, bro, your 90 seconds starts now. Three, two, one,
Thank you.
go.
So, ladies and gentlemen, I was wondered why both teams are talking about the same thing, that the AI is not capable of being creative. So I think the motion is misinterpreted from the proposition party. So the main argument is to be that the AI is killing creativity of human beings. But so what we are establishing is that AI is not creative enough as much as human beings, like Kusum and Praveen mentioned that. But at the same time, Saki and Kevin mentioned that AI is not capable of being creative and solving problems like Einstein. And then Kevin mentioned that it's just linking the patterns and data. So it's what we are also mentioning. Um, so the motion is established, I think, already. And then when it comes to the the problem with creativity, so I think even with the initiation of internet also, the people might think that internet might be a big problem, but at the same time you found that the time that we spend in a library, hundreds of hours, but we can get the answers for our questions in a minute or maybe in a second. So that's the power of AI which brought us. So the creativity is something that we have to be mindful and preserve in our hands. So it's our duty. It's not the problem, not a problem with the AI. I guess. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you, Nirodha. So thank you for restating it again. But in the flow, Kevin also added a couple of points saying that it is suppressing the creativity in schools. So that's why I love the flow open for that. And coming to the point, one point that you stated is really true, which is in the advent of internet, every people were like, okay, it's going to kill everything. Everything is going to change from now. But it changed in a very good way. So that was Nirodha's point. So thank you, Nirodha, for adding it in. So we'll go to the other end. So in the other end, we have one person who's very calm, collective, and the statement of his life is going to be simple life, thinking big, and he's an empathetic person. That's what I got from him. Maybe he could be the Buddha, I guess. So we'll ask that person. It's going to be Retractor Lava Yadav from Rotary Club of Kathmandu. Hi, Lava. Hi. Check. 1, 2, 3.
Sorry, it's love.
Okay, love Yadavs. Yeah, your name itself has love.
Hello, Abhijit. Thank you for the. It's love.
Okay,
Love
so
Yadav.
yeah, that's why I'm wondering. Your name itself has love. So once again, when you are going to school and your name is at the attendance, how will people address you? Hi, love, come here. Hi, love, can I have a biscuit packet or something like that?
Yeah. Everyone calls me love.
Your parents really thought about it. You are really lucky, to be honest. Okay, love. So over to you. You have 90 seconds.
Okay, thank you for this floor. Good evening, everyone. It's me, Debractor Love. Now, I am going to present my views on artificial intelligence is a simulation of human intelligence by the machines, especially computer system. Specific application of AI includes expert system, natural language processing, and machine vision. It works. In generally,
Love, sorry to stop you in the middle. Your voice
AI
really
system level
broke for us
training
and we
data
didn't
has
hear.
the
Okay, Ravi Yadav, 1 second. Your voice totally broke in the middle. So can you correct your internet and can we start from the first because we didn't hear anything of what you said.
okay, sure. Fine.
Yeah. So is it stable now or how is it?
Are you getting me?
Yeah. Now it's good. Yes.
Now I will start from beginning. Okay. Artificial intelligence is the simulation of human intelligence processed by machines, specifically computer system. Specific application of AI include expert system, natural language processing, speech recognition, and machine vision. In lack of human emotion, feelings, and experience. Now I will tell how does it works. In generally, AI system works by ingesting large amount of level training data, analyzing the data for the correlation and patterns, and using these patterns to make prediction about future states. In this way, a chatbot that is fed examples of text can learn to generate lifelike exchange with people, or an image recognition tool can learn to identify and describe object in image by reviewing millions of examples. New rapidly improving generative AI techniques can create realistic text, image, music, and other media. Thank you for this floor. Now I would like to for this floor.
So thank you, Yadav, for stating what AI is on the floor. So thank you for that. And moving to the next side. See, if Team A has an karate black belt, these people have a rugby player with them. So it's going to be Retractor Nirora from Rotary Club of Alumni of Muratua. So hi, Nirora. I'm spelling it correct.
No, Ajay. It's Netsara.
Netsara. Okay, Netsara. Okay, so thank you for correcting me again. So Netsara, how is it going? See, rugby is not
Yeah,
an Asian sport usually, right? How did you get into it?
it's really popular in our university, of course. Yeah, but about Asian not popular in Asia, it's not correct because Japan is playing World Rugby
Mhm.
currently. So yeah,
Yeah, and there is a conception that people playing rugby have a soft heart. Is it true?
uh,
Bro,
yeah,
you should say yes here.
yeah.
Okay, Nishra. So over to you for your 90 seconds.
Okay. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Almost all the people in the world is now taking benefits from artificial intelligence in many different ways. Let me please that AI
Needs
other
the
benefits
same
from
issue that we are
AI is
having a
created by humans.
network glitch from your side. So maybe we'll turn off the camera and try once, Nishra.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay, okay. Good evening. Okay, can I start from?
cool.
Okay.
Yes.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Almost all the people around the world is now taking benefits from artificial intelligence in many different ways. Let me please allow to present that AI is not a threat to the creativity from using some examples. Like all other new technologies, AI is created by humans to improve their quality of living. All of us know what is the wheel, right? Ever since the invention of the wheel, people created so many different ways of traveling methods, and it will inspire so many different industries. In this generation, AI is like turning point of the technology. We can think AI is like wheels that it can create many useful things by human, and it will sure be the so many new things we will experience in the future. All kind of all kinds of industries and businesses are implementing AI for their use because it will help people to push their limits beyond the imagination. The wonder of AI is many people can access and create new things for new things. For example, if someone who need to create a new image, it only needs nothing but just type words and AI will generate for it. There are so many examples that implies AI is not a threat to the creativity, but it needs creativity. Thank you.
So thank you, Nishra. So thank you for stating that. See, it took a person to do the real job. Now AI has replaced a person, and that job is done instantly. So credit to be given to that person, and the amount that you should be getting for that is all lost. So thank you for stating that. And we have the last speakers from each team, and it's going to be one person who knows five different languages. And do you know who's the messenger of gods? I don't know. Let's know it from him. It's going to be Protractor Sehan Paul, who is going to be joining us, and he's going to be from Rotary Club of University of Alumni of University of Moratuwa. Over to you, Sehan. Hi.
Hi, Abhijit.
Hi, Sehan. So, why many people were like would be atheist and everything? So, do you love stories about gods, or how do you start to love the stories?
Because I love every story of a god and a goddess tell a story about how
Mhm.
human civilization developed. I really love how humans love to be relying on the gods concept. Even I
Mhm.
mean, atheism may be a concept, but human civilization was developed with gods. And whenever you know the
Mhm.
history of gods, you know the history of humans. So that's really fascinating me.
Yeah, that's really true because whatever civilization that we go through, it will have a god, maybe in form of anyone. It might be a Hindu god, Christian god, or a Muslim
Yeah.
god, whatever it might be. But the concept of God is always there. So that's why we believe in one superpower. So that's
It is
what it
what makes
really
us
popular
human.
to do.
God makes us human. That's why we are
Correct.
human, we are gods.
And another thing, we need someone above us to control, and we need someone to believe in. So that's
Yeah,
a
you can call it the force of action and reaction, universe, or you can call it
Mhm.
God or Allah, whatever it is. You are relying on something, some force. That is maybe for
Yeah.
some it's a God, some it's many gods, for some it's one
Mhm.
God. some it's just a natural force.
Clubs, we have a new topic over here. Maybe we can take it for the next Debractor. So now coming back to the topic that we are discussing in today, AI is also posted like a god in many places. And we have Snehan who's going to be saying, no, it's not going to be this. So what do you say?
Let me clear the propositions idea. Yes, human intelligence is superior. It used to be superior and it has to be superior. But the problem that we are trying to tell you, it is no longer superior. I wonder, the other teammates, the opposition, have ever heard artificial superior intelligence, artificial general intelligence, ASI, AGI. Those are the new talk of the town. We are trying to tell you that there is a point where artificial intelligence is surpassing human intelligence. And this is not just what we are telling, it is research full concept. Now, you have been keeping on telling about the humans required to bring out the models. This was true 5 years ago or 10 years ago. If you have ever used GPT-4, you might know that there's no human intervention required at this moment, because the models that we created long ago, 5 years ago, under the same premise, now are intelligent enough to have no algorithms needed. They are now self-driven. Yes, that's what we are saying. Now we are at the moment, by the release of OpenAI's ChatGPT back in 2022, the threat has been overthrown. And this is done by the board of officials of the OpenAI herself, Helen Toner. One of the previous directors had serious concerns about AI safety in the world, especially in the company, which is the talk of the town of AI in the world. They had the same concern that AI could have a threat to human creativity, not just creativity, the entire humanity. We are depleting every single values of it. Now, this is what we are trying to do. Yes, we needed models. We needed human intervention at the beginning. But the problem, every time when you prove that you're not a robot in your computer, you are giving the AI one step ahead of you. And now we are in 2023, no longer in 2022 or 2020 for that matter. So understand this, there's a serious threat. That's why artists all around the world like R.R. Martin, who wrote the Game of Thrones, want it to be taken the rights from ChatGPT, which could be the next writer of Game of Thrones series. Now, these are serious concerns. Creators all around the world petitioning, writing lawsuits against these companies because they see a serious threat. Not just the creators or artists, company itself, it sees the threat. That's why they just sacked Sam Altman and had the entire debacle on Silicon Valley, because the world is divided in two parts. One, people see that the serious threat is. So we need to address this issue. That's my proposition stand in the House. Over to you.
Then you are like a firecracker. Have some water or something. But the points again, it is surpassing it. And when it's coming to Game of Thrones, no, it should be stopped, man. It should be stopped. So coming to the final speaker of the day, we have a speaker who has a checkbox daily. She wakes up and she'll be checking whether she's going to be an extrovert, introvert, or an ambivert on that day, and it's going to be Rotractor Ishmiti from Rotaract Club of Kathmandu. Hi, Ishmiti.
Hi, Abhijit. How are you?
Hi, I'm doing good. Ishmiti, you're the first person. I've introduced like 10 speakers. First person to ask, how are you? I'm getting you something, Ishmiti, for sure.
Thank you.
Yeah. How does it work every day? How do you sequence? Okay, today it's going to be like an extrovert day. How do you sequence that?
It's just about how you, like, what's the energy of the environment, where the environment wants you to be. Like, sometimes I need to be a listener, sometimes I need to be a speaker. So I just have multiple roles, I guess.
Okay, you can be a CEO at any point unless AI is replacing you. So over to you for a 90 seconds to defend yourself. AI is not going to be a threat for humankind. Yeah.
Yeah, thank you. Hello, everyone. So, no, the AI cannot be threat to human creativity. As in the words of Scientific American, for AI to be creative, it must learn the rule, then how to break them. Initially, one might say that a machine can do the first occurrence, and there are not far more days that machine starts doing the second occurrence. But the fact about AI is that they do the supervised learning, a process where a machine learns a mapping function from an input X to an output Y by examining a wealth of input data. This setup might appear to restrict conducting both learn and breaking part. The essence of AI lies in enhancing human creativity. What are the odds of me knowing all the existing data or principles that are required to conduct a task? Null, right? So who comes in handy? The AI. It analyzes large amount of data and identify patterns that human may have missed. The repetitive tasks which are automated, such as aggregating data, stitching scenes, masking skies, are mistaken by today's world as threat to creativity, when in fact they're not even creativity, it's just repetitive work. AI handles such tasks to leave human with more creative and strategic tasks like decision making, innovations, etc. It's like viewing the incredible potential of an atomic fission as the world's deadliest weapon, when properly used, also became one of the most renewable energy sources. AI has incredible, unimaginable potential to change creative possibility, but finding its correct implementation will be the difference in preserving the incredible potential that only humans have for creativity. Thank you. That's my proposition.
Yeah, thank you, Smriti. And one point, when properly used, is clean word to state your team on a whole. So thank you for that. Now the round one is done. So before going into it, the entire discussion that was taken, when the points were given, like then okay, so like what you will be giving tasks. So what do you want? People who are thinking AI is going to be a threat to humankind or human creativity on a whole, that one thing, just one thing you name it, what is the extent of it is going to be and downfall for humans? What to put it in another words, if AI is going to grow in this exponential manner, what would be the endpoint do you think will happen? I need one sentence from each of the people who were considering AI will kill human creativity. So where can we start? Can you have any volunteers? So what do you think would be the final point of AI killing creativity? What would be what I'm asking? So Stan, you're trying to say something.
Um, we can answer. I couldn't hear you. A question.
Okay, let me come again one more time. So we have AIs now. Okay, we have a lot of AIs to do a lot of tasks. Is my voice okay?
Go on.
Yeah. Okay. So we have multiple AIs now to do each of our tasks. Correct. So what point do you think would be a point wherein the human creativity would completely go? What makes you think so? One point.
ASI, artificial superior intelligence, which is what is researching in the world of AI right now, at the moment.
Okay. So some other person. So someone you're trying to say are yeah. Ajay.
sorry to interrupt, brother, but I think there has. I mean, some participants are informing that we couldn't hear your voice clearly. I think it's same with me as well. Is it with other people as well? Can you
Okay.
please say?
Yeah,
Yeah.
we are not
So
understanding Abhijit's words.
His voice is breaking down. Like,
okay. Thank you, Ajay, for popping in and making that note. Just give me a couple of seconds. So I'll give points to each team to think upon. So I want a team who is supporting, saying that it's going to be a threat to human creativity. That state me one point at what is the extent it would go. At this extent, I think that human creativity is totally lost. And why is it going to happen? Okay, one point. And to that team saying that it's not going to be a threat, I need more valid points because it would be easy for the rebuttal phase to go forward. Okay, so every team will be getting one statement that can be given. We'll be going X, Y, Z again and again. So my voice is audible now. Okay.
Yes, it's
So
better
we
than before.
thank you, Ajay. So we'll go X, Y, and Z. I'll be calling names and we'll be shooting the points. Okay. So we'll come in the same order. So we'll start with Zaki. What do you think?
Yeah, I think now Shehan has made a point about ASI. I think
Mhm.
everyone can hear that. So I would like to build up on that point. And if we
Mhm.
continue to lose our creativity and give the power to AI to the extent of ASI, it could be look like
Mhm.
a alien invasion that AI can do their own work. They can create their own race and make it look like an alien invasion. We have plenty of movies, sci-fi movies, but it's not happening right now. But if we move to the extent, it will be
Mhm.
surely possible.
Okay. So thank you, Zaki. We'll come to Kevin.
Yeah, I think the extent is actually pretty close. I think the extent
Mhm.
is where a person feels he doesn't need to think anymore because the AI can do it for him, right? So like the simplest point, I will bring it down from my point. So like as a school student
Mhm.
who is given to write an essay where he thinks he
Mhm.
doesn't need to create everything, where he can easily access from AI. Why do I need to be bothered to write an essay when I can just snap it out and get it quickly? That's the extent. So
Mhm.
we are at the verge. We are at the verge. So like the extent is where people doesn't need to worry about being creative, need to be think, because a
Mhm.
machine, a program machine can do what they want to be
Oh,
done.
yeah. So collectively, from all the discussion, I'll take that a person has already started to think. A person doesn't need to think by himself. So that's going to be the end of human creativity. That's your
Ah,
point. So can do any of the team have any rebuttal, the opponent team? The team A is stating that, the proportion team is stating that a person doesn't need it anymore because he is thinking AI can do it, so why should I do it? So over to the people who are against it.
Uh, Hello, am I audible?
Yes, Nitsara.
Hello. Okay, about the okay human who doesn't need to think anything. He stated the example that children is using. He need to uh, use AI. He can use AI to do his homework. So yeah, from our side, we can say that we need to change the system because I mean, yeah, if they copy and paste the answer, then the questions must change because the technology change. Then we have to adapt the technology, and we can improve the way of asking the question from the student. And otherwise, we can put the AI is a threat, and we can put it down. Uh, we don't need that kind of things. Yeah,
Okay, so
that's
Nitsara, you're saying like we could bring something like an open book test or something. They can access anything, but they could be finding the answer, something like that.
yeah. I mean, the question should be creative. That's
Mm-hmm. Okay, Nitsara. So does
the
anyone?
conventional. Yeah, it's a the questions may be conventional. But I say question should be have to change to the system. Have to adapt to the system. Have to adapt to the system.
Right, got you, Nitsara. So we have Prabin from the same team wants to add to Nitsara's point. So Prabin.
Okay, what I feel is, AI is just in development phase. Like recently, it is in the development phase. So what I feel is, what we are lacking is lack of AI awareness. So what we are lacking is, what we should focus more on is not whether children are using ChatGPT or whether children are using AI to copy their homeworks. What we should be discussing is whether we are able to literate the today's children about AI or not, the extent of AI, how the AI works, and all those things. Or more specifically, is there the reach of artificial intelligence awareness to every children out there studying in our school? Because we still have the same old way of teaching, and but the technology has advanced to new level, and that creates a barrier between our old education system and AI. So in that context, I think the most important thing is artificial intelligence awareness, rather than just worrying, oh, children are using chat gpt and all those things to copy their homework. I think that's what to say, that's not a sensible thing, because if you have technology, you have both sides of it. You have pros and you have cons, and just because someone is using it in a bad way, then we cannot share that it does not have good sides as well. So we must be able to literate the people about the good sides of AI as well. So that's it from my side.
Okay, right, Praveen. So you want to teach people how to use AI. So that's what I get. And we have Nirodha from the same team raising his hand. So we'll complete this team and then I'll come back to the proportion team. So let's complete the operation first. So Nirodha, over to you.
Yes, thank you. So, so at the beginning, I want to answer that answer about to say about something. Say something about ASI. So ASI is something that is coming up. So it's coming. So it's not developed already. So there is a plenty of room that we can be aware of, like Praveen said, and establish the rules or regulations whatever we need to minimize the harm that we can that that we that we expect. So on the other hand, like Praveen said, small things like homework things, I think it's not that important. So like like Netzer mentioned, so like open books exams can be implemented like normally in education systems. We mainly highlighted the people who can do by heart, who can memorize things by heart. So, but at the end of the day, what is more important is the creativity and the intelligence that you have. So, in this way, also when we introduce AI, so AI do what was the things. It's not that like writing and say or something what is something like that. But at the same time, it requires new methods of education which improves, which we can improve creativity and the you know uh, things we need in education
Got
system.
it. Cool. Okay, so we'll go to Smriti. So Smriti, you had some points to add.
Yeah, first of all, the thing is, um, it's not a bad thing for students to access to internet for doing their homework, as they get more in-depth knowledge about their topics, like since doing the research and all. And since the today's world cannot be tackled just by bookish knowledge, so schools should change the curriculum and teach the students in a way that they can have all the access to informations that they require, but the strategic part and the like brainstorming part, they have to use it by themselves. And there is nothing like there's not much information about this strategic and brainstorming part of the information in the internet. So that's how we can train our students of today for the better tomorrow, where the AI is more advanced. And we can teach our students to develop with the AI. Like AI are not the, like we can take AI as a more challengers part of us, like to better ourselves. Thank you.
Sorry, you want everyone to be a parent building their own AI. So thank you, Smriti. So the points that was stated. Okay, Kusum also has her hands up. So Kusum.
Yes, thank you, Abhijit. Like, I would like to add something. Like, we should not forget that human are the one who introduced AI in this world. So we can't doubt on the humans' creativity. And you were talking about the Chat GPT. So Chat GPT is only used for a theoretical purpose, but the universe or the world is running under the practical purpose. Like, we should be practical rather than theoretical. So ChatGPT is only used for the for writing the for resource for writing the projects or whatever, but 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 while doing the practical things, while actually applying that knowledge in the practical, we should use our brain and we should use our imagination power to certain things. So that's my point.
Thank you, Kushan. So, okay, to sum up the entire point that was stated by the opposition is that AI is coming, right? But teach and change the system to adapt to the AI change or the AI solution. So, I had Sehan Paul raising his hand first. Over to you, Sehan Paul.
Okay, so let us get this clear. Proposition do not stand for the idea that we should eliminate AI. That is not what we're trying to say. Even the opposition said we should minimize the harmful effect of AI. That is exactly what we are saying. We need to acknowledge the fact that it is a threat. Yeah, so what we are trying to say is it is a threat. We need to have proper measures, safety measures in order to mitigate it. So that's what we are trying to say. If we don't acknowledge the fact that it is a threat, we will let it grow as it is. So the control and safety measures, it's what we are standing for. We are not trying to say that AI is not good for all. AI is just backing the humanity. What we are trying to say is there is a threat from AI to creativity. So we should have serious concerns of safety, which was there in two of your speakers mentioned that in order to mitigate the harmful effects, we need to have proper control. That is exactly, you are acknowledging the fact that AI is a threat, right? So that is what we are trying to say. We need to acknowledge the fact that AI is a threat and then build the controls from there onwards if we want to make it better. We are not with the idea that we should eliminate AI. We need to understand that AI is going to be a threat because it has proved to be, because it has surpassed human intelligence to a certain extent, and it has certain threats in terms of the research going on, and researchers have concerns. So what we are trying to say is we need to acknowledge that fact that is threat. This is a debate on whether it's a fact, it's a threat or not. It's not a debate about whether we are going to eliminate or we are not going to just give it up. We are talking about whether it's a threat or not. So we stand that.
Yeah, Praveen, you raised your hand first from the opposition.
Okay, I'd like to ask everyone on the proposition team about just with one question: what is creativity to you? You know, just getting knowledge, having that cognitive ability, is that creativity to you, or making something that is useful to our real world, is that creativity to you? You know, just you make something random things, you just make a random thing out of something, is that creativity? Or you use your experiences, you use the like social context and ethical norms of the real world and make sure that your creation is actually applicable to real world, is that creativity? And in my case, in my opinion, what I feel is creativity is something that should ultimately be applicable to our real world. And in this scenario, what AI creates, what AI generates is not creativity. Okay? It creates with the information what it has been given by the human beings. So the programmers, the coders, they give it the they give the access to AI with the information that we already have, the information that humans have generated through years of research, through years of experiments. They find a conclusion, they give the access to the AI, and it's just that AI is better at organizing the facts. AI is very good at organizing the facts and rearranging that facts, but the first hand creativity of giving that idea to AI is still on the human side. So what AI creates is not a creativity, it's AI is a imitator. I would rather say AI is a imitator. It's not a creativity, it's not a creative entity, rather it's a imitator of humans pre-existing ideas. Yeah, that's my point.
Thank you, Praveen. So Praveen closes with AI is an imitator, not a creator. So Pragya, to you.
I think Kevin can go, right?
Yeah. Okay. What?
Yeah,
Praveen
once
said-
again. So actually, Pragya was raising her hand for a quite short time. So yeah.
Okay, Praveen was asking asking what is exactly creativity means. Creativity is not about just creativity is more about showing yourself what your thoughts are, what you are imagining it, and putting it into the world. And like you can express yourself with the like with your creativity. If you are feeling something and you want to do something about anything, you can just use your creativity. Like sometimes AI can be logical, it can be like practical most of the time, but sometimes in this human world you have to use some kind of emotions as well. You have to be like emotional sometimes, and being practical is okay, but not for every moment. And so creativity is about learning and knowing about the human factor and work into it.
Thank you, Pragya. Kevin, you can add on to that.
Yes, thank you, Abhi. So I like to emphasize something Prabin said. So Prabin said like even though humans are the ones who are giving the input that we require from AI. So like that means like we are the ones who says what we need to done, right? But let me say like this: if we need to write a book, I want to write a book about love. Okay, I need to write a book about love, and I said. To AI that I need to write a book about love. I creatively think I need to write a book about love, and I say then like these are the points that need to be mentioned in this book. And who's the one who's going to write? AI is the one who's going to write. Creativity is not about just saying what we need to do. Creativity is a process. Creativity is from thinking and achieving it. So it's not about asking, it's not about thinking what we need to do. It's creativity is processing the whole process from thinking to achieving it. Thank you.
Thank you, Kevin. So over to Nirodha from the opposition to contribute.
Yes.
One more thing, Kevin, it's not about our love, right? I thought it was a biography for
yeah.
Nirodha.
Only in Midway, I thought it was a bad example.
So,
Nirodha only.
yes, I wanted to mention that I wanted to answer the question that Paul raised. Paul misinterpreted the motion like it's all about saying that the AI is a threat, but it's not. AI, when we say that AI is not a threat, it's not that AI is not entirely a threat, but it can be controlled. So that's what we want to say. So every invent has their own drawbacks, as Prabin mentioned at his very beginning second speech. So each and every invent, or maybe a process, or maybe a the algorithm has their own drawbacks and problems. But the thing is, if we can control them, as long as it is under control, then there's no problem. So if you think about a safety boot, which we are for the safety itself, it has drawbacks if we use it in an appropriate way. So the things which were invented for the safety can make problems in our life. So the I think the motion should be more clear. Should be more cleared to make to bring the debate to a certain extent, to a greatest extent. Yeah. Thank you.
See, restating the motion one more time here, the discussion is going in a flow that is a threat to creativity, not only here or in the future, any time it may be. So is it a threat now? So the question that I posted for the first time to the people who are stating that, is it a threat? I asked them the first question, what is the time do you feel it's going to be a threat? Is it now or further from the point? So that's when Kevin replied to the point stating that even in the current school days, we are having an practice of people are getting to an AI to complete their homeworks, etc., etc. So that's where the discussion went. So the discussion is going on a way that if AI is a threat to creativity, whether it can be now or in the future. And coming to restating what point Nirodha mentioned is that if you are buying a car, there is a chance of me getting into accidents. Okay, that was his point. And if you are scared to get into a car because of the accident, you are not going to get access to a car. That was his point summed up in short. So over to Zaki, who was having his hand for a while now. So after Zaki, we'll go with Sayan.
Yeah, thank you. So now I want to clarify some technical terms that's used by the opposition team. When the last speaker was talking about the AI I think Smriti mentioned AI is only a supervised learning tool. So it's not. If you learn something about AI, you can understand that it's not only using supervised learning, but it also use unsupervised learning, which if you provide X and it doesn't only give Y, it can actually make patterns and give a lot of other outputs. And also reinforced learning. So reinforced learning basically means it learns throughout the process from the threats and rewards that the AI gets. And I also want to clarify, the topic is AI is a threat to creativity, not chat gpt is a threat to creativity. I think the most of the opposition team was using the uh, example chat gpt. AI is not only about chat gpt, it's not about only creating essays, and it's not about only generating images. It's way more than that. So and another one Nirodha mentioned earlier, a artificial super intelligence is on development, and it's not developed yet. So, and AGI, if you know about AGI, we now have in those generative machines, we have ANI. It's a narrow intelligence, and AGI is a artificial general intelligence which can act like a normal human being. There, previously, Shehan mentioned about that there's a coup going on in OpenAI. That's the main issue around AGI, and now most of the talk going around that say they have developed AGI and they are afraid to release it to the public. So those are the main technical terms I want to emphasize again. Okay, thank you.
Thank you, Zaki. Over to Zain.
Yeah. So the example about the car, when we buy a new car, you have the option of buying a very unsafe car without having any, the belt seat, whatever it is. So the same thing here. New technology, yes, we need to embrace it. But if you don't have the proper safety measures, you will, if you don't consider it as a threat, if you don't consider it as a threat to your life, you won't have those, you won't pay extra to buy the safety buckle or the safety belt. You will just buy the car. So that's what we are trying to say. If you know the fact that it is a threat, you will buy the safe car. So what we are trying to do is, yes, artificial intelligence could be the next big thing. If we want to have it, there is a threat inherently in it, and we need to address it. So we need to buy the safest car. So that is the first point we want to make it. And Praveen mentioned about the creativity. It's all about human started, human trained the machines model. Yeah, it was true, it was how it started. But do you know, just like I mentioned before, why artists or writers like R.R. Martin is so concerned about their future? Because they have tested these machines and said that the entire book can be written by a machine, right? So they have, with even the researchers at this lab don't know where the data was came into be in the first place. They don't know how they had the previous pre-trained model, but it was surpassing the pre-trained model. Now it doesn't need the model or the human intervention anymore. It is that intelligent that it can generate creative idea without any human intervention. So that is the problem right now. That is what we are saying. It is a threat, so we need to acknowledge it and then put the right measures to mitigate it.
Thank you, Zain. So the hand was raised from Praveen first. So Praveen.
Okay, at first I'd like to address Zaki question. Uh, we all, I think, using chat gpt as one of our tools, as one of the examples of AI was that, AI, we all are familiar with chat gpt and we all use it every day. So using chat gpt as an example of AI would be something that would be understood by all. That was our main motto, so that's why we use chat gpt as our example. And next thing is, one of your team members, they proposed question that students are using ChatGPT to write their homework. So that was the motive for us to use ChatGPT in our argument. So that's all I'm going to say to Jackie. And adding to my arguments, okay, what I want everyone to do is, what I everyone to visualize is, um, can you uh, tell chat, can you tell an artificial intelligence to now to invent to prove some hypothesis in science that has not been yet proved by science or not. Okay, I know some hypothesis. We have the hypothesis of why, being I'm an astrophysics enthusiast, so I would add, a white hole and the concept of parallel universe, the concept of multiverse. Those concepts are not yet, what to say, are not yet solved by, are not yet solved by human beings. So if you think AI is a creative being, so why don't we use AI? If AI really has the power to depress the human creativity, then why don't we ask the AI to prove something that has not yet been yet proved by humans' ability? AI, whatever it does, is what has been created by human, what has been, what to say, what has been formulated by humans over the course of time. The great scientists, whatever they have find in their experiments, is just uses the data in a more organized way than
Right.
we humans do.
Okay. So I guess Zaki and Sehan are excited, but we'll come to you after a couple of more people from the opposition. So it was Kusum who raised her hand prior. So Kusum.
Yes, I would like to answer the poll question. Like he was saying, AI can treat in the job of the artist or the writers, but first, like while writing a book, what do you think? What is most needed? Like the script, the book, like it almost contain. It is always based on the like real stories. The while looking the old statistic, the most read book are based on the real story or similar to it, but AI can't generate it. AI is I like is I previously mentioned, AI lacks emotions, so it can be creative but it does not, like it does not hold the emotions, and most read books are fully based on the emotions and the real story, and so I guess that.
Thank you, Kusum. So we'll go to Smriti.
I'd also like to add, like, to Paul. He said that somebody can write, like AI can write the whole book. Now there is an app, like there's a bot called JPE that generates puns and riddles. So here's an example of what riddle it created. They were taxonomically correct. Like it created a, like it created, what do you call a lenient shelter, was the question, and the answer was a lax deduction. So did you, any of the guys, find it funny? Anybody know, right? Because it's like taxonomically correct, but it doesn't comprehend with the human, uh, what is it called, uh, wait
Yeah, Smriti, we are talking about one model, so that's fine. Yeah.
yeah, it doesn't quite comprehend with the human, like human don't find these things funny, but when the JBot was in compliant with the human, it created puns like how's a get it, uh, how's a nice girl like a chocolate birdie. Do you guys have
Mhm.
any answer to that? The answer is they
Right.
both are sweet chicks.
Okay,
Did
you
you
are
get
saying
it?
that that
This
AI
is,
model was dumb.
yeah, it was dumb
Okay.
and it doesn't get how humans create. I mean, how humans find it funny or fascinating. It's humans
Mhm.
who create, like who knows how humans like are fascinated toward things.
Right. So we'll go with the answers from the proportion team, and then we'll close the floor for the conclusion. So I'll start with Pragya. So because I want Say and Paul to Zaki to wait because you have gained a lot of hate from people. So so Pragya.
I think I'll let that question to answer to Shehan, because I had some questions from the opposition team. So I wanted to
Mhm.
ask questions to them. So I would give floor to Shehan to answer the statement on what Smriti said.
Okay. So we'll go with Shahin. Yeah, Shahin.
Okay, I want to ask whether they have, Smriti, have you ever used GPT-4? Yeah, you have used a model which is dumber, but I want to check whether have you used the same question in GPT-4? Because if you have, you wouldn't ask that question from me. Because that is exactly, I mean, maybe the model that you have used might not be that sophisticated, but if you know, they have created so sophisticated model that you don't even know whether it was a human answer or artificial AI generated answer. So currently we are facing an issue of loss of identity of creativity, of loss of identity of creative creators or artists. That's why they are concerned. That's why they have lawsuits. That's why they are suing these companies, because the loss of identity, that's how far these models have developed. So they are just invented. And also to answer Praveen, if you have ever heard of material informatics, if you have ever heard of research going to, right now people no longer need to find a new material using the old traditional way. They're using artificial intelligence to find the new materials in the world, in the other outer space. Material informatics is just one phase where the information, artificial intelligence has surpassed so-called human research. Now you don't need, now new models, now new knowledge has been generated by these models because they are so sophisticated and they are so faster than human mind itself. So that's, it has already been no longer researchers are finding research papers to do it, because AI is having models as deep learning, supervised learning, unsupervised learning, which is so powerful to find even new materials. So yeah, to answer your question, now the machine can do it.
Thank you, Shahin. So we have Zaki.
Yeah. So first of all, I'll answer Praveen about his question, and Shahan has answered a bit about that new materials have found. And the talk of the town is day before yesterday there was a news. Google's DeepMind AI tool has created more than 700 new materials. Can you imagine? A researcher spends his whole life to create a new material, and it has created more than 700 new materials recently. And also, a research team at University of California has developed an AI which can imagine never seen before shapes. So I challenge every one of the opposition team, before we leave the debate. Can you imagine an object or a shape that has never seen before with your own creativity? Is it possible? I don't think so within that less time. So that is the real problem with the AI. It's not about feeding some data into a frame and getting an output. It can now develop new knowledge, and it can include emotions. It can think in their own. That's the threat we are talking about right now.
Thank you, Zaki. So the last two speakers of this round is going to be Nirodha and Netsra. So Nirodha, you go first. Nirodha, you are on mute actually.
Sorry. So thank you for raising points, Saki. But at the very beginning, you mentioned that that AI systems are not that powerful like Einstein's, and another example you mentioned that. So yeah, it's okay. Just I mentioned that. So at the same time, Sam Paul mentioned that uh, the car thing. So we have to identify the best, safest car to travel. So it's the same. I think we are, as both teams, we are trying to figuring out. So the AI systems has their own problems. So we have to address them. So we have to address them. So that.
So Nirodha, you are giving your.
Sorry.
So
No.
when you are stating that it's.
No, no. What I am saying is it's under our control. So still algorithms are being made by humans. So we can change algorithms, and we can, if there is a threat, we have the control to avoid that threat which is coming. So that's what we are saying. And at the same time, the material something that sample mentioned. So I think it's uh, it's uh, it's very interesting that AI tools can find something that researchers can't find in decades. So that's interesting. But what is it has to do with creativity? And at the same time, when when intent comes into the play, so like yeah, so you might ask the question when intent comes into the play, like I mentioned. So people who spend hours or days in library, now intent can give that answer in 1 second. So what's the difference between the two questions? So AI tools can give a material specification or something that I can't remember exactly. Uh, Something within 1 second, which researchers can't find in decades. So at the same time, when those internet and something like that comes, they can give those answers in 1 second, which you have to pay more time on it. So those are things that AI, how AI makes our life easy. Not not we should not see it as a threat. Over to you.
Thank you, Niraj. For the final speaker of this round, it's Netsara. So, Netsara, over to you.
Yeah, most of the questions asked by Shahan and Saki is the new material things answers by Nirodha. Yeah, the Shahan is always asking about yeah. Did you ever use the ChatGPT for and the new mood? Okay, about that. Yeah, I never used, but I watched the video about Sam Altman's open what's the video? Yeah, OpenAI developed they open Keynote. Yeah, it's Keynote. Yeah, he mentions that the new ChatGPT model. There are yeah few changes like input longer prompts, better instruction flow, cheaper prices for developers. Like yeah, development, not like a not like a bad way. Yeah.
Hmm. Okay, so thank you, Netsara. So now we'll go with the concluding points. I need someone from the proposition team for saying A is going to be a threat to creativity to conclude.
So I'll add up to the statement what Prabin and Kusum said as why AI is threat to creativity, or why AI is a threat. So Prabin said that AI is just like a genie, and it just gives you whatever you ask for, right? So I'll give you one example for it. Everybody has watched the movie Aladdin, right? So at the last scene, the villain Zafar asks Genie to make him the most powerful person in the world. But it can be like but that statement was misunderstood, and Zafar was captured on the lamp forever, like forever kind of thing. And so that's how, like, if we may, if we are not able to properly state the fact what exactly we want, then it can be it can create a difficult situation for us as well, right? So that's how it can be a threat. And adding to the statement of what Kusum said, like she said that AI is not a threat because human invented it, and it's just gonna do whatever like humans want to do. I'll give another example for it. So people use fire for cooking food, right? Like people set a fire for cooking food. But if it's not controlled properly, if we neglect it for a while, or if it can lead us lead the things to the destruction mode, right? It can burn the whole house. So that's how, like, if AI is like Shehan earlier said, that we are not stating the fact that we want to eliminate it completely, but if it's not controlled properly, it will be a disadvantage for human being. Like the fire, if fire is neglected, it will burn out the whole house. Thank you.
Thank you, Pragya. So your references were too good actually. So we'll move on to the opposition team. So opposition closing points.
Okay, so Zaki said that AI does not do the supervised learning. So, in a maze of information that are presented to AI, we, the creators of AI, have to guide them through the path, and we, the creators, have to set the destiny for them. And after they reach their destiny, also, we, the creators, have to confirm that the destiny they were confirmed of, they have already been confirmed. So, AI does the supervised learning, and the creators of AI supervise whatever learnings they do. And to conclude my arguments, we we people are the ones giving command, and as a good command taker or a good worker or an employee, AI does it work, and it's not a threat to creativity. It just does its jobs where we command, and they fulfill our commands. Thank you.
Thank you, Smriti. So thank you both the teams for giving wonderful points, and there was a bit of a riff there, so I could sense it. And thank you for keeping the riff. Riff is what makes a debate more knowledgeable for the audience, as a speaker, what point we are stating will be on our head. So thank you for that. So to conclude, being from an AI background, for I'm into AI background for around like 8 years now. So when I was in college, I started into this background. So one point mentioned by one of the speakers, initially before I'm rooting back to ChatGPT because it is accessible by everyone. So initially before ChatGPT, there were a couple of chatbots. When we were giving inputs to them, they will be giving silly outputs. Okay, and we are evolving at the space, and ChatGPT was involved in a totally different model. What we used at the time was not the case. So now we are using a transformative model which is able to sense, acknowledge everything. Even if you are asking for ChatGPT for five new reference, like give me five pickup lines, it will give five pickup lines. And if you ask for I don't like it, give me more, or give me this word into something, it can give. See, this is where the diversity between or divide between the threat or a creativity mind of a person is coming in to everything it as a whole. So what I'm trying to say here is that, see, you have an person, or if you are into love with a person or something, not this love, another love with a person, you expect that person to put in their heart and effort and create something on their own. Since it is getting available on a ready-made, what people see, we people are like, we seek shortcuts. So even we don't want to take the long road because it is scenic. No, we take shortcuts. So if it is available ready-made or fresh, we people tend to go there and get it. But the problem here, where it arises, is that we tend to lose our creativity in this process. See, many people were again giving a fact like in um, what was it? Yeah. So many people are giving a fact like in people need to feed the details for the AI to work in, but we have passed that stage. So currently AI can generate by its own. So one person was mentioning about supervised, unsupervised, and yeah, I'll come back to it then. So supervised, unsupervised, and reinforcement learning. In supervised learning, there is a set of rules that it should obey and follow. In reinforcement learning, people will be like, there will be no endpoint. We will be giving them rules like in, if you are not hitting a wall or something, you are doing good. And in supervised learning, nothing will be in point. You will have a predefined data with reference to something of the world. It will be working as its own. Okay, so how we should treat it is that we are treating AI like an elder brother. So if there is an elder brother in the house, our parents will, hey, see that fellow, he is doing so good in his life. What are you doing? So we are treating him like that. But we have to work with AI to be more creative. I'll give you an example. A few months back, I heard one of the CEOs of a company or a coffee shop holder. What he did is that he created a chatbot and he integrated with one of the social media platforms, which is like we'll be swiping right and left if you write a person or not. Correct. So that's the kind of profile he created, and he integrated an API to it. And what this API does is that this API will have a picture of a girl, and this API will be swiping right on all the guys, and it will be calling date to this person's shop, and it will be saying that I will be here in a while. You order this coffee, it will be very nice. So he was using AI, but in a creative way to, to get what he required. So when we are getting or working hand in hand, if we educate people in the right way, how to be creative at the same time, we could utilize the AI technologies. That's where we are going to stand, or else we don't find a chance. So that's very true that coming in nowadays. See, I am building a solution like it will be replacing a lot of people's work, but we need to equip people to be in a space. It's not going to take their jobs away. By end of the day, you are being creative X, Y, or Z. We are there to get a job or create a job. You want to be an entrepreneur, you will be creating a job, or if you want to work somewhere, we will be getting a job. This can be done by AI, but where we stand over it, we need to definitely change the system that is working right now. Most of the system, I brought up the topic of open book exams, and I guess Nitsara also added on to it, because that's the point where we want to go. If it's already available and if a person can directly go in, what is the point of reading each and every word line by line? Okay, so that's what I wanted to say. Thank you for having me as the moderator again for Debractor 4.0. I hope I did quite average job today. So we'll stay connected. I'll post my Instagram handles online, so we'll stay connected. The purpose of this meeting is to stay connected even after Debractor 4.0. So that's the motto. Let's stay connected towards greater good. Let's trade our typical for something colorful. If that's crazy, let's live a little crazy and embrace AI into the right path. So thank you. Over to Ajay for the proceedings.
Thank you very much, Rotraka Abhijit, for that wonderful conduct of the debate. And thank you very much, all the debaters, for that enthusiastic participation. So, with that, we have a surprise, kind of a surprise for your performance at the debate. And I invite President of the Rotary Club of Kathmandu, Rotractor Ajay, to reveal the surprise. Over to you, Ajay.
Thank you so much, Madhusika, and thank you, Abhijit, brother. You have been amazing every time, and the way you moderate the session gives life to this Debractor. Thank you for putting it together, and thanks to all those amazing debaters. And I am pretty much sure there are many debaters right now who still wanna talk about their things, steal some things in their head. I know it happens in debate, and that's the beauty. And it also shows that the intense debate we had. And as Madhusika mentioned, that we have something very special announcement, and this was not made to inform to any of the members. We wanted to select best debater from both proposition and opposition team. And I'm pretty much sure now people are wondering when this happened, were they observing us and all those things. Yes, we had a close team who was looking after all those discussion and debates very closely. And without any further ado, before I go into that, I just wanted to know if people will be able to guess the name of the winner. So let's start with the proposition team. I just wanted to know from the audience and even for the debater itself, who do you think is going to be the best debater from the proposition team? Please, chat box is all yours. I would love to see if people are able to guess it correctly. Can see someone is, well, chat box. Well, oh wow, It's coming, it's coming, it's coming. Ladies and gentlemen, the winner, the best debater from proposition team is none other than Mr. Senan Paul. Can we have a huge round of virtual clap for him?
Thank you very much, guys. Wow,
Wow.
this is
Thank you
so
so much,
amazing.
Senan.
So 1 minute, 1 minute. Shall we have a photo with the certificate and you all? Okay. 3, 2, 1. Smile.
Thank you, Sanan, for your wonderful, wonderful participation, and congratulations to also other team members who showed their exceptional, debating skill. And now let's head towards opposition team. It's time to guess who is this person who is able to grab the position of the best debater from opposition side. And once again, I would like to hear what audience think regarding this. So please, if you have any thoughts, please share it in the chat box. We would love to see how many of us can guess it from opposition team. No guess. Oh, someone is telling something. I can read that. Just giving a little bit second to just see if people will come up with the answers. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm very happy to announce the winner from the opposition team, and he is Mr. Praveen Budathoki. Well, congratulations, Praveen, and congratulations to all the debaters from the opposition side and proposition side. It was indeed a very tough task for us, but eventually we had to make this. And a special surprise, we are going to give the special gift to these people in our meeting. Over to you, Madhusika.
1 minute, 1 minute. We need a photo with Praveen as well. So
Yeah.
can you please? Okay. 1, 2, 3. Okay, done.
Thank you. Over to you, Madhusika.
Thank you. Give me 1 second to save this photo. So thank you very much, Ajay, for that wonderful presentation of the certificates, and also congratulations, Dr. Shehan Paul and Dr. Praveen, for your achievement. And with that, we have to thank one more person, and that is our beloved moderator of the day. So let me share a little token of appreciation for him. So this is for Attracta Abhijit, and thank you very much for being with us all the time and for being with us throughout this Debractor series, and also being with us throughout this Debractor 4.0. So thank you very much for your contributions. Okay, with that, we move on to the conclusion of another successful Debractor series. With that, I want to thank all the organizing committee members, especially led by the president of the Rotaract Club of Kathmandu, Rotaract Ajay, and Rotaract Club of Alumni of University of Morador, Rotaract Lakshani, and all the teams that helped us to make this a success. And we went through a lot. We went through a lot of discussions and a lot of things. And finally, here we are concluding Protractor 4.0. So, and also I want to give my special thanks to the two trainers we had during Protractor Phase 1. And also I want to thank the participants of the debaters of this Protractor 4.0, and thank you for your time, contribution, and dedication. And we had a really heated argument session today, so it was really nice to watch. So thank you very much, and thank you all the participants who joined today and giving us your warm welcome and your support. And with that, I conclude Retractor 4.0 and looking forward for Retractor 4.5. Have a good night. See you. Stay safe.